Baha'is face abuse in all areas of state activity in Iran. United Nations Special Reporter on Freedom of Religion or Belief, Heiner Biederfeld, said at the Human Rights Council session, "It's one of the most obvious cases of state persecution." Iranian Baha'is have been oppressed ever since the religion was founded in 1844. Many early followers were exiled or killed. Since the Islamic Revolution, violence and repression has escalated, with torture and imprisonment commonplace. In August 1980, the entire National Spiritual Assembly disappeared. All have presumed killed. About 300,000 Baha'is still live in Iran, of which an estimated 860 have been arrested in the past 10 years. Most are denied basic rights, the right to work, the right to marry, but one right is denied to all: access to higher education. As a result, in 1987, the Baha'is created the Baha'is Institute for Higher Education, or BIHE, an illegal underground university. The Iranian government branded it a covert operation, and being associated with it was a risk to life and liberty. In September 1998, the government raided 500 Baha'is' private homes, study centers of the BIHE. Some properties were destroyed, equipment and records confiscated, and more than 36 members of the faculty were arrested. The BIHE was closed down. 6 months later, the university opened again in Tehran. Students attend a week of lectures several times a semester. The location of these classes are only revealed to students a few days before they attend. The BIHE offers students 32 undergraduate and graduate degree programs and 1,050 courses, ranging from Persian literature to applied chemistry. One psychology student, Shakib Nasrullah, said, "Classes are the most exciting, the most rejuvenating experience, but I was always aware that we could be raided at any moment." The BIHE has a worldwide network of universities supporting them and accepting graduates, but validating degrees is a difficult process and a barrier to progress. And the educational experience is different. BIHE students don't enjoy the traditional campus life. Another difference is the fee structure. At BIHE, it's $50 per semester, yet because of the economic restrictions on many Baha'is, $50 is often hard to find. One graduate's family were refused permission to open the store. The authorities said, "Your father already has a job. You don't need another job to survive. As Baha'is, you don't need to be rich, you just need to survive." For those who attempt entry into Iran's normal higher education, there has always been problems. Forms require students to declare their religion, but the only options were Muslim, Christian, Jewish or Zoroastrian. Later, reacting to UN pressure, Iran deleted the question and allowed Baha'is to apply. One student, Milad, said, "When you apply despite the fact all your documents were complete, they sent you a message that your documents are not complete, and as a result you are not allowed to take part in the entrance exam." What's amazing, he said, is that all Baha'i candidates received the same message. Following further international pressure, Iranian government said they had admitted Baha'is into universities. Milad said of hundreds that applied, only about 10 were admitted. Then after a few terms they were expelled one by one. Shakib Nasrullah, after gaining his masters from Canada's McGill University, returned to Iran 2 days after the controversial re-election of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. His plan: to teach at the BIHE part-time. "I owed it to those people," he said. "That was the only hope for a lot of people and I could not turn my face away from that." Under Ahmadinejad presidency, attacks on Baha'is in Iran has increased. 2 years later there was another raid on Baha'is' homes. Numerous BIHE professors and administrators were arrested. Nasrullah was amazed to find his house hadn't been raided. He burned any evidence, students' papers and documents. But Nasrullah was brought in for interrogation. Armed guards stood watch as the building was filled with screams. He said they wanted people to hear, to create fear. He was eventually released, but he kept receiving phone calls threatening him further with interrogations. Eventually he was summoned. "We want to just ask some questions, nothing special, you'll be back in a few hours," he remembered them saying. "We went to a meeting, my friends were all there and we were joking about it. We had a spirit about it. I mean, it's the story we've all grown up with, the story of prison, fighting for what we believe in, so we were making jokes. But at the same time, we knew we're not coming back." He faced the same interrogator. "We are going to keep you forever. We can do whatever we want to you. God does not exist here, I am your God now, the interrogator told him. He was held in solitary confinement for 8 days. You could hear people screaming and shouting under torture, begging them to let them go, Nasrullah said. 10 days later, 2 teachers, including Nasrullah, were released, but 2 others remained in the cells. Nasrullah left Iran. He now teaches at McGill University in Canada while studying for his PhD. But he continues his teaching role at BIHE, running bachelor's and master's courses on the internet.